I'm just gonna go into this completely blind, and we're gonna see how it goes, I guess. Let's start. The end is never. That's not ominous at all.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ooh, that narrator's voice
Stanley
is like
worked for a company
butter,
in a big
bro.
building where he was employee number 427.
Oh, we're playing the game? Oh, we're playing the game now. What happens if I just shut the door?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Oh no.
He had never been trained for that.
What is happening?
This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy.
That's fucking me
Stanley
right now,
waited.
bro.
Hours passed, then days.
What?
Had years
That's
gone
not
by?
what I wanted to do.
He no longer had the ability
Wait,
to
did
tell.
I trigger something?
But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Did I do something
Eventually,
wrong?
someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit
I
closer.
think I fucked up.
Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
I restart. Okay, I think that's the game's way of telling me not to shut the door. Okay, I've come to the conclusion that there's no way for me to put any crosshairs up, so you're just gonna have to trust me on this one.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
This game is ragging on me for how I play video games. That didn't help me whatsoever. 420, baby. Blaze it. Awaiting input. I pressed a button. Haha! I've accomplished something. I can't do anything in this freaking game. I mean, that worked. This is like a liminal space. I don't like it at all.
Oh, and I guess this is where Stanley felt he needed to be right now, in this little hall. Oh, and that little picture of a no, apparently not.
What? What just... This narrator guy is creeping me out.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I trust this guy. His voice is smooth like butter.
Exotic butter.
I'm gonna go into the left door. What is this?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
How does... Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Using slides to ensure employees that everything is okay. Alrighty. Broom closet. I think I'm gonna leave that alone for now. There's some really creepy ambience happening at the... Oh boy. Executive bathroom. But I want to take an executive piss. Who's closing the doors behind me? Is it the narrator? Fucking divine intervention? What about in here? Can I go in here?
Staring into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Fucking doors.
Shocked, what he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh, now I get crosshairs? I did.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct
Sheer
code,
luck.
newly opened passageway.
Newly opened passageway. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Oh, shit! Why does that look like the cover of 50 Shades of Grey? I don't know about this one. Spooky noises. Elevator? Inky blackness. Elevator? inky blackness. Black is my favorite color. Or not. Elevator it is. Down I go. Whee! New area.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. This question would not go unanswered for long.
What the fuck? Where am I? If light is on, call extension 914 immediately. That's
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That sign can't stop me because I can't read. What is this place?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Whoa.
What horror!
I think I just go this way, right? Camera.
Now the monsters jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers.
Whoa.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. Manipulated
What
to
the fuck?
accept it blindly.
What's happening? Spinning light. Fuck, it's spinning light time.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept. Utterly blind to the world.
Yeah, probably.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with mantled the controls once and for all.
So how in the name, how am I supposed to do that? How do I dismantle the controls? Can I, like, explore? Or is the narrator gonna tell me to get off my ass? What does this do? What does this button do? I'm like a kid in a candy store. I want to push everything. I'm gonna advance. I just got a text, and it scared me so fucking bad. All right, I'm now on Do Not Disturb. My friends can no longer text me about their lizards having anal fissures. That was a text that I actually got, no joke. Do I turn it off? Oh. Did I do it? Uh-oh.
Yes. He had won.
What?
He had defeated the machine.
I didn't sign up for life
No
lessons,
longer
guys.
would anyone stepped through the open door.
I'm gonna get jump scared or some shit. This isn't real. There's no way.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin. Was happy.
There's gonna be some dark twist or some shit. There's no way that's it. Are you serious? There's gotta be some other stuff I can do. I'm gonna see what happens if instead of going left, I go right. Alright, so let's not do that. Let's go right instead.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh my god, look at this lounge!
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Oh,
Stanley
man.
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Oh, look at the lounge. Oh, it's lounginess. So loungy.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I love it. First open door on my left, you say? What if I keep walking? What if I don't listen to this bitch? Caution, do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Fuck you. I do what I want. I don't have to listen to the likes of you. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. This will cause death. Penalty for misuse of the cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. What if I want to jump off the cargo lift, huh? What if I crave the sweet release of death?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
We haven't gotten
I'm
off on
not
the
your
wrong
enemy.
foot.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. I'm asking for her.
I just missed everything that he said because my mom came in to yell at me for swearing too loud. It also scared me really, really bad.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
What?
She's been waiting.
I hate the fact that doors closed behind me. That's just like really unsettling. There's just inky blackness. All right, let's go. Oh, brother.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in a...
All right, I picked up the phone. What?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
What's happening?
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What?
Gotcha. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
What? I don't like this narrator guy.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Press Z on your keyboard.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow.
I did it.
He has a job that demands...
Press 1.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
I didn't choose anything.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on...
Press 2 to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own...
So the entire thing is just... Please press Q to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came...
Press 4 to prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy world.
What?
And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Press 7 to tell your kids a story.
It was such a wonderful fantasy.
My brain is not. Press 7 to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be?
Press 8 to go to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Oh boy.
The next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, bet. Hands off the keys. I ain't doing it. The ticking of the clock will only tick down to my demise as I stare at the screen while it says, please press 7 to be at work in the morning. Is something supposed to happen? Do I have to, like, sit here for a certain amount of time? Or am I just gonna be stuck? Alright, I'm bored.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I'm trying to not press the button. Look, buddy, I'm very content to just sit here and stare at the screen or to, like, go and make myself a sandwich and come back and see if anything's changed. But I'm filming a YouTube video, man. I gotta get content. I can't just, like, go away for 2 hours. I've done that before with games where it's like, you gotta wait or you gotta question the choices. I go and I make myself a nice cup of jasmine tea and I sip some while watching the Great British Bake Off, and then I come back and I continue on my merry way. But see, I have to film.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
Oh, brother.
Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
Oh my god. I think that's just about enough Stanley Parable for me today. Thank you everybody for watching this absolutely surrealist game. I'm definitely going to be playing more of it because I know that there's more things you can do. But right now, I think I need to go make myself a cup of tea and reevaluate my life choices. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your favorite meme. I'm gonna go have an existential crisis now.
Everybody pay attention. This right here is my pretty boy swing.